underneath the energy plus.
God, Mom.
It probably happens a lot more than
When you have a double mass domestic, it happens more than just having one. So I was reading on it. So this is what happens to what you're going through right now. Before she went to hospital, let her know that because she was freaking out bad. She didn't know that.
yeah, any of us would not knowing
Just
that.
a
Yeah, yeah, I woke up, I would be like,
she was actually, she was yelling, why'd you pee? I promised, Grandma, I didn't pee on you. I wouldn't do that.
I was probably like so confused, like I don't know what's going on, Grandma, but I did not do that.
Oh my gosh. I have surgery Friday. I'm nervous, right? I don't small surgery, but I'm losing a piece of me. It's still freaking me out.
That's been long waiting.
Still feel better. Oh my God.
Fucker, I got you anyway.
I'm so happy right now it's gonna get taken care of.
Me too, dude. I'll be so miserable. And I started working, I was dealing with it, but then I started burping nonstop. So that's what I'm getting rid of now. The burping will go away. Bad. I was told burping at work. I'm sorry, I'm bad. Love this.
She got, the Bear, Oogie, and Zero for like $20. And they're like $20 each. So she said, yeah.
What?
The really focused movie.
She has all of them.
She wants to get the 3 kids snacks, but she said they had them this year, but they didn't look right. So hopefully next year she'll.
They have to be smaller than those.
Yeah, we got all that from like CVS, Walgreens.
They have a collection every year.
That Glow, CVS, or Walgreens.
And she got these
Those.
at like was it Michael's or something? Like,
I don't
one of
remember.
those- It was one of those stores.
I love Michael's. I just recently discovered Michael's this year.
Really?
Yes. I got coupons.
Their Christmas, Christmas time is amazing.
Yeah. You guys have a good night.
Good night.
Oh my God, no.
Oh, let this go.
It followed us. Yes.
Oh.
Get a walk sometime.
Sorry, man.
Hopefully I'll come back with a smile.
Are you going fishing?
No. I'm taking me to go to my dentist tomorrow. But he's
Oh.
gonna come over here in the morning.
Okay.
So he's taking me to his house now and then we'll leave from there in the morning.
Cool. Good luck.
Thank you.
Bye, Chris. You almost forgot to say bye. He's inspired. You have a good night.
Good night. That's gonna be hard.
Your clothes were in the dryer? I'm gonna put that battery on the wash, just in case it rains.
My stuff should be done.
Okay. I told Tony to
I
do
walked
something
past
with
y'all
it.
with my stuff.
Okay,
You okay, baby girl?
I'm just overwhelmed and stressed.
We all are. We all are.
I just, I don't show it. I don't like try to show it. And
I know.
tonight, I was like, that can was whipped.
Yeah.
I just couldn't hold it in.
Hey, come here. Towards the end at my mom's, my anxiety kicked in big time. And I thought I saw something, but I'm not sure. Well, I'm pretty much sure, but I'm not sure what it was. If you know what I mean. And I said something to Tony. Just when you talk to him or text him or whatever, tell him to forget about what I said at my mom's.
Okay.
Because whatever happens, happens. I'm just like, fuck it, whatever it is what it is. And all I know is I'm gonna walk out no matter what, with my head up. That's all I know. If I don't end up in a crazy house. But yeah, we're all going through it, baby girl. You're not the only one, okay? You're not alone.
Tony, just the way he handles things, he just doesn't always see everybody else's.
Yeah.
It's a flaw that he can't
I know.
admit.
I know.
And
I know.
yes, if that's his biggest flaw, I can deal with that.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm not perfect either. I know.
Anyway,
I'm an ass as well, so.
He hates not having a job. It's
I know.
killing him. This is killing him.
I know. Tell him, by the way, I appreciate him cleaning the dishes after dinner.
He always does it. If he cooks, he cleans
Because
afterwards.
I try to do the dishes because I don't want her having to do the dishes after coming out of work.
After dealing with the kids, when I get food in me, it's like once I sit, you see I never sit down during the day, right?
Yeah, I know.
Once I sit down and eat, I'm done.
Even if it was just TJ, you had your hands full.
Yeah, and they're both.
Dom's getting there. He's getting there.
Yeah, and TJ's teaching him.
Mm-hmm.
That's
He's
the
following
one.
his brother because that's his brother. You just gotta get them both straight at the same time. Even though he's younger, you gotta start with him now because he sees what his brother does.
He is a pow.
Yeah.
Not to that
Yeah, I know, not to that extent.
but
And most of
he
the time,
knows
you just
what
gotta
it
say
stands for.
something. He's like,
Yeah. He's pretty.
so he's picking up quick that, oh, I shouldn't do that. He still does it, but he knows I shouldn't do that.
Mhm. I think I think if we continue with Dominic
Yeah.
the way he is, he'll be good.
TJ just gonna take a little longer to have him
TJ's
grow out of
been
it because
through a
he's the
lot.
first one.
And
He's
been through a lot.
been there before Dominic. He has to deal with more before Dominic, and he's gonna probably deal with more before Dominic anyway because he is younger.
Mhm.
So
And then, the boys' past couple
Oh, yeah,
years
yeah.
have been.
I was
crazy,
out of all the cousins that lived together most of the time that I dealt with, I was the oldest. So basically, I was the oldest of my brothers and sisters too. So I have to deal with all the bullshit first and all that. They've done worse than I have, but you know, it's just how cousins are.
2019 is like all of our ass.
Yeah, I know.
In Walmart, and he came up behind me and punched me in both butt cheeks. And I feel it now. Or it was last night he was doing it. Can't remember. But oh my god, I'm
Look
sitting over here like.
You want to know something? Since I'm like, fuck it, just let it all go. I've been able to play this game a hell lot better now. I'm back to what I used to be on this game.
That's cool.
I'm like, fuck it, you know, whatever. My heart hurts, but you know, I'm always scared of what might be happening, but what might happen. I'm always scared of something. It's just my fucking family fucked me up,
Bro, fuck
and
that.
then all the people that fucked me over. So I'm just trying to deal with it.
We're all fucked up in our own way.
Yeah.
We're all dealing with
Sorry
our
guys,
own
I didn't know.
fucked up issues.
Yeah.
Nowadays, it's hard to deal with our own issues and other people's issues. And
Yeah. I think I'm getting to the point where people starting to recognize my name again. Because I'm not that great of a player. I've got friends that can just like sit there and get like 50 something kills without even trying. And I'm back up to like 20 something kills, almost 30. Just because I always get a weapon and I get used to that weapon and I'm like, okay, cool. And I never use any other weapon. And I also stick with my little team and watch my radar. It's the same thing they do in Call of Duty. You see how like it gets redder and then like if I move away it gets lighter. If I move away.
it's similar to
So
this is
people use the radar and Tony's like, I don't like doing that. I'm like, dude, it's a tool they give you to use.
Oh yeah, he.
Like they say with your headphones, listen. You can hear footsteps. Sometimes before you hit the on the radar, you hear footsteps. Or whatever, you know. They got it to a point where like you can even tell the direction of where it's coming from just from the sound.
But the radar is optional, right?
Yeah.
So yeah, he could just take the radar out.
Yeah, and the radar doesn't tell you exactly. Look, it's giving me an idea of what direction you're at. But I've like Santiago would say, dude, he was right in front of you and you still died. I was like, I couldn't fucking see him. What the fuck are you talking about?
He might see it as like in a cheating way. That's probably what he sees. It's like it's more like a cheat. It's like kind of like a little cheat sheet.
Yeah.
And he, I don't know. 'Cause yeah, it's like that. It's just, it makes it a little easier.
Well, they have their radars on. I don't think you can turn the radar off on this one.
Tony likes to play at like the hardest of the hardest. Like the way that's how he is. He's always been like that. I can't play with him because I'm like, here's Tony, and here's me. I'm at beginner's level compared to Tony, and I'm not that bad. I'm like great, but
Oh my god. Really? Really? I need help. I don't know where it's... Oh, there we go. Oh my god, this stupid bracelet. That's like the third time today. I got caught on something. It's because the loop got pulled open because our little Dominic likes to pull on my bracelet all the time and I'm always fixing it.
oh my god.
He sees that it's all shiny and it's like, ooh. And I'm like, no. I'm like, no. I'm like, oh my god, you're strong. Oh my god. Oh my god. I feel like I'm fishing. Oh my god.
I know when that boy grabs things.
Oh my
It's
god.
like, how are you so strong? Tony's like, how can you not get away from him? Like, I don't know, but I can't.
It's that mom strength.
That kid's something. Both of those kids are something.
Yeah.
But look at their parents.
Oh my god. Monkey scares me. I'm actually scared of your son.
Yeah, I am too alone. If you see this kid start
Because
swinging
you
his...
sit there and he knows he's doing something wrong, but he's like, it's funny. And then you spank his ass and it's funny.
Steven,
You scold him and it's funny. And it's like, you look at him, he's like, he really doesn't give a shit.
he gets that from
doesn't
his
give a
father.
shit.
He gets that from Tony. Tony can turn. He has his emotion switch. I swear to God, and he could just do this with stuff. Look, Steven, zero.
I used to be that way when I was younger.
He's been like this as long as
But
I've known
when I
him.
got to Tony's age, that like switched off. No. Now I only did that to certain people.
His dad's like that too. His mom and dad are very like. I think I don't know if his mom was like that before,
Yeah.
but I think he gets it from his dad because his dad is
A
just
lot
like.
of my family's like that, and I don't like it. Like I was like that when I was younger, and then I switched it off because I didn't like what they did. They hurt a lot of people doing that.
I have the zero fucks given with certain things.
I think your mom has the same thing though.
But I'm too emotional, and I get that. I know I get that from my grandmother.
Yeah.
the way she is with everything in life, and I'm an empath too, so I feel a lot, and I know that's a lot.
Like,
That's my problem, probably.
I get
is-
emotional in movies. Your mom's like, "What's wrong with you?" I'm like, "How can't you? Come on!" TV shows, I get emotional, and your mom was like, she's
it
like,
takes Tony.
and I,
It's hard for Tony to get emotional in movies, and he looks at me like, "Why are you crying? Are you seriously crying right now? Why? That was so like."
of
Did
course,
you not
I
see-
cried when they shot Old Yeller. What are you talking about?
Oh my gosh, I don't remember what movie we were watching. We were watching an action movie. Oh, it was called Peppermint. It had this mom who lost her husband and daughter,
Mm-hmm.
and she just like turns the switch.
Okay, to this day, I don't know if your mom understands. I think she does. How I cried looking at the preview to The Hobbit. Because I've grown up watching the original cartoon Hobbit. It was one of my favorites growing up. So when I saw them doing the scene where they're all singing that song at Frodo's house, I started choking up and tearing and shit. And I don't know if your mom understood why.
Breaking Down Part 2,
Mm-hmm.
there's a certain part of it that I read in the book, and they did it exactly to a T.
Mm-hmm.
And I started crying. When the part when they kill Carlisle, I started bawling my eyes out.
Yeah.
But yeah, I read the books and I got attached to these characters. It's just like
Yeah.
you get into things like that.
Yeah.
I have a lot of movies. I get really emotional.
Damn it, I got double teamed.
That's it. One.
15? Just really 15?
Yeah, bagel. You're welcome to them.
Okay.
Just don't eat them
I've
all.
just been very like, what can I have? I don't know what I can have. You know? And then I just,
Certain things like
like,
this. There's
I don't know what to eat, what I can eat in there now. I'm like, oh my god. Do I recognize anything that's ours?
there will be certain things that me and Tony will be like, just leave us the last
Yeah.
one. We'll let y'all know. But
I asked Tony if I could have a Mountain Dew, and he said, yeah, sure.
yeah, but yeah, Mountain Dew's fine. Just if there's one left. just
Oh
leave
no,
it.
I know better than that.
Yeah,
Look,
yeah.
look in the Hawaiian rolls. There's 2 left. One for you and one for him.
I don't care about that. That's Aaron.
Oh, that was Aaron?
That would be an Aaron thing.
Oh,
He
well.
loves those things.
Okay, so I'm gonna finish
Yeah,
them off
like-
then, if you don't mind.
I don't care. I would feed them to the kids. That's it.
Well, yeah,
Something
that's
like
why
that,
another
but
reason
there's-
why. That's why I only left 2 as well, because I didn't know if you left them for the little ones too.
No.
I've only had like maybe 2 or 3.
Dominic tries to feed it to adults.
Yeah, I know. He feeds everything to the dogs.
He realized that alcohol. If I say the word out loud, the dog would start looking at me. I spelled the word.
Yeah.
This dog was. He was outside. This dog was outside and
That's the
looking
thing.
at me.
Anything that has to deal with food, any animal will be like, huh? What? What?
It's that thing. I could move one of the toast squares, and this dog looks at me. It's like I do anything with bread. He
Yeah.
looks at me. He's like, "What are you gonna do with that?
Yeah.
You gonna give me?"
Oh yeah, he does the same thing to me when I pull out the bread. He looks at me like, I'm like, yeah, whatever. I ain't dad. I'm not gonna give you bread all the time. Be a fat ass like the rest of them. Look at your sisters. They're all fat.
This
Well, except for
morning,
Angel.
She made toast for all the boys,
Oh,
and she put the white bread up there. She's like,
Jess. Your mom's probably also stressing because of Dina.
"Yeah, that's bothering her a lot
Because it's
too."
stressing me out because I know she's stressing out.
I think Demon's probably. I think she's going to fit. I don't think
That's-
that was Demon. Me and Tony think that was Pluto.
Yeah.
Pluto got out last night, we think.
Yeah.
He wasn't in the room for a bit of time, and I think he was out under the AC. He has stomach issues, and that's probably a Pluto. She's probably I think she's throwing a fit. Because when my mom
Yeah,
was
but
in the
have you
bathroom,
picked her up?
they will stop eating. Pluto has done it before. He's thrown a fit when he's got mad. If I leave him for a certain time period,
She's
I left him for a
scaring the
week.
fuck out of me. I think out of your mom too.
When she was giving her attention today a little bit with just the water, Demon was becoming more lively. I think Demon just needs a lot of attention right now. She probably feels neglected.
Okay.
Because she was crying a lot. She's been crying a
But
lot.
she's always crying, which is scary. I've always
Well,
noticed
Tony-
her having tears all the time.
I noticed it more after Grandpa passed.
I've noticed it before Grandpa passed.
I know she did a lot, but I've noticed it's really like excessive now. She was in the room one time when me and Tony came over, and she was just pouting. She was laying on his bed with her head buried in the pillow, and Tony went in there and loved on her, and he said, "There's a wet spot from her just pouting." I think she just needs a little bit more extra attention from her mama. Demon Angel just looks like she's like, "Who the fuck is this? I'm gonna beat the shit out of him." And Little Bit and Al Capone, they just, all they care about is this food. Al Capone doesn't even care. He's like, "Kitties, can I lick them?" But yeah, I think if she starts maybe giving her more attention, and with my mom working a lot lately too, she hasn't been home a lot, so that could be why it's been more lately, or it happened before. It's been for a long period of time, so yeah, I think she just needs that. Every time I see her, I love on her. That's what I do with my cats. They pout. They've been pouting because I'm not going in there. They get mad at me. Blaze, he'll talk. Pluto and Blaze talk to me. Pluto, he does this high pitch when he's upset.
That's the same issue with Angel right now. She's fitting because who the hell are these people in my house?
Mhm.
Wow.
Yeah,
but not like you, more like Pluto and Blaze.
Yeah. Cause I don't think
Like
she remembers.
who used whose box? Didn't you say they
Angel peed in Blaze's box, and Blaze almost had a fit.
Okay.
This cat.
So Angel started it?
Yeah. They were fine, and then Angel peed in the
'Cause
box.
I know they saw each other before that, and they were like,
Yeah. No. Yeah. Angel did start it. She came in the room one day,
yeah.
and that was the first time Blaze ever saw her, and I was asleep. And this cat was laying up against me, and he heard the door open, and I think she saw Pluto and hiss. Or no, Pluto wasn't here. And she saw something, and he saw her, and he jumped down and went after her.
Yeah.
And they started hissing at each other. But I think it was because she came into the room, and he took that's his area now.
Yeah.
Because it is. It's his zone, and he's like, no, I don't know you.
Yeah.
But yeah, Angel started it. Even if it was the litter box too, she started it. And I think the litter box was her get back at this big cat coming at her, because he's scared of her. Blaze is scared of her. He's
I would
never.
be too. Have you seen her claws?
That's why her and Pluto. Oh my gosh! If her and Pluto get into a fight, we're gonna have to get water.
Yeah.
Pluto's nails are just as bad as hers. Yo, you see Tony's face. Yeah, they're. Those two are the ones I was worried about. Demon, I know she'd probably throw a fit like she is, and probably do her own thing. Because I think she hides under here to get away from the boys.
That's not a good place to hide from the boys.
Well, with my clothes there, and how they
Oh,
did.
yeah, with all the clothes there. So
Yeah, and she can easily go in there and no one can see her. And I think that's why she's been there, because they haven't been noticing her. And every time she gets on the back of the couch, they mess with her. Or TJ does.
Yeah.
he goes, Kitty, and he starts playing, and she's like, don't
That's what she
touch me.
sees in her ears and her eyes. She sees slow motion and something big coming at her, going Kitty.
Yeah.
But we hear Kitty. To her, it's Kitty.
Yeah, he just wants to love on her, and she's like, no, don't touch me. But it's like she's been staying in the room because that first day that we were here, the first actual day, once TJ woke up, she got down and walked in the room.
Yeah. And plus, also, she's like, why haven't they left yet?
Yeah.
Why are they
She's
still
like, I'm
here?
just gonna go in here and get away from everything. And I think that's it. And she's probably got lazy yesterday and was just like, I don't want to move. I'm comfortable. Because she looks like it's not that bad. It's actually like pretty cushiony. So I've read so much cat behavior with my cats in the past 6 months with the way they act. It's just looking at her, this is what I see. Because mine do the same thing. But I think that with Pluto. Whichever one it was that they need they need to drink water. But it's hard to keep track of all of them drinking water because they're in the rooms half the time.
But yeah, we could, like, at some time during the day, like, split the day up between the cats. Like, put, Angel away and maybe Demon up in there for a hot minute in the bedroom. And then let Pluto and this one roam around. Because they gotta start smelling each other to get used to each other.
Mm-hmm. I gotta get Blaze fixed. I gotta call the Humane Society to see if they're taking anybody, because he should be a lot better once he gets fixed. Pluto's gonna take a lot longer. He's gonna be like Angel and be stubborn for a while.
Yeah.
But Pluto does eventually. He will.
Angel and Demon just barely get along with each other.
Angel's
They just tolerate.
Angel's that type of cat that it's just like, I don't like anybody.
Yeah.
She likes her. She comes out when all the animals and the kids are sleeping.
Yeah.
She's like, I know the animals aren't gonna come out and the kids aren't gonna be up. She actually came out the other morning. I think the kids were outside, and she came out, and she was sitting in the sun. I think Aaron was outside with them.
Zone B lost. Zone A lost. Now locked.
I don't know how I'm gonna react to Tony having teeth. Because he never had his front teeth, like his top front teeth, when we first got together. And then it got worse.
Zone C captured.
He has no pictures of him smiling with teeth because he's never smiled until he got with me. He was a smiler, like no one could get a smile from him. His mom has one picture, but his mouth is closed. I've never seen this man with teeth. I don't know how I'm gonna react. He's gonna look completely different for a while. Because when he shaves too, because he's gonna want to shave. I know it.
Opponent claims Zone A.
What?
You.
I get stuck on the fish. Tony pointed out something.
Yeah.
This one, the female. The other two are males.
What?
The other one that died
Yeah.
was probably a male. And he was the alpha. When I started opening the window thing, the other two
How
started
do you know that
rubbing
one's a female?
the way they rub on her. They
Yeah.
both rub and they do all the they'll rub on her stomach and they kind of like nudge her. And Tony said that's like a mating sign. But they don't do it to each other. They only do it to him. Yeah, he looks like.
One more.
Yeah, you see how he's rubbing on her? This man has sit for hours. I think this man sit for hours reading information of fish and stuff. He likes watching the Discovery Channel and all that, the nature
Yeah,
stuff.
I do too from time to time. Not as much as I did when I was younger, like a kid.
He has
Like National Geographic, I used to sit there and just listen to the guy narrate everything and watch what was going on. You know, like it's like, and now the lion, you know, all this fucking dramatic narration and shit, and it's like and you're sitting. It's almost like a soap opera.
Yeah.
You know? It's like what's gonna happen next?
I've learned so much. Like he calls it like stupid knowledge, but
Yeah.
because it's just it's like most people just like there's stuff like that. Certain things they go and study certain things, but his dad does it too. They watch stuff like that and they like absorb it like sponges.
She tells me I know a lot of dumb shit too.
Yeah. I find it fascinating because he'll sit there like you see him, he'll come out randomly and just blurt out something, or he'll see something and be like, oh that's da, 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 da.
Yeah,
It's just like
she's amazed. I can remember like parts of movies and what movies too, and this, that, and the other thing, or shows, and I'm like, well, yeah.
oh he's horrible with that. He don't got shit from remember
Yeah,
when it comes to movies.
I remember all that, and then like I can remember stuff from that I learned from National Geographic. Like I had Koi before, so I have books somewhere. I don't know where. I think they might be in storage on Koi. Or either they were destroyed with the rest of my other shit, but I used to have them. I used to work at a pet warehouse, so I was like, Koi, hey. Pit bulls. I have books on pit bulls too. Catfish, because I loved having red-tailed catfish.
They're cool.
We used to keep one of my red-tailed catfish in the same tank as the koi, but they all grew up to the same size. So he wouldn't fuck with them.
No.
They were like, he was big too. He was as big as them.
That's a decent size.
And a pleco. But they all died.
That's the whole
A
thing.
little after me and Anthony's mom broke up, they all died. We had them all in a 55-gallon.
Is it with the love there? It's dirty, but like Tony put some chemicals in it. There's certain areas I know.
Oh yeah, we have chemicals in there to clear the water.
But he used some of he looked down there at that, but he used some of his stuff, and it looked like it helped a little bit. He did it like a couple when he not this yesterday, but the time before he did tank stuff, which I think was like 4 days ago.
Yeah. I think we said something about the under gravel filter we have going on. Because all that does is just suck everything down to the bottom.
Yeah.
And help oxygenate the water. Doesn't really help take out much.
When was the last time the rocks were completely clean?
I've been trying to tell you. Oh my god. I don't clean that. Your mom does. And
That's probably what needs to happen because Sophie's tank is really dirty.
that's what I was trying to explain to you the other day.
Yeah.
If you move that around, a lot of shit comes back up. A lot.
It's like, I love it because it can look pretty.
Because I told her,
but it's
what you gotta
so
do
hard.
is this, and this. And she might have to turn off the underground filter. I don't remember if you need to turn it off or not. Keep those running, but turn off, and then let those turn off, and then turn those off as the water gets to a certain level. But you gotta.
Tony, he'll he stirs it up, and he takes the suction thing, and he goes from side to side, and the water's burning, he does a clean or we'll pull them out every so many months,
And I try to explain to her too. I think after a while, you also gotta take the underground filter out and clean up underneath there as well.
Yeah.
And clean the underground filter as
at
well. Because she has never changed the carbon in the underground filters. From the first, since we had it at the apartment the first time.
Really took time to change this stuff?
I know.
You see how often he messes
I
with
love
those
your
things?
mom, but she doesn't do all that. And I try to show her and I try to tell her, but she doesn't. Like,
Yeah,
I told her, we don't have extra water for the tank. You know, you just have to bring it down to a certain point and bring it back up.
Yeah.
So
They're
That's the only thing that's saving them when she decides to do a water change and change the filters or clean them. Because you got to be careful with that. If there's not enough bacteria in there,
well,
they could go into shock.
yeah.
Most
Koi,
common
like,
thing to kill,
Koi
the
is
most
one
common
fish
thing to
that's
kill
sensitive-
pet fish
sensitive.
is shock.
Yeah. And yeah, they're sensitive fish when it comes to certain the water.
Yeah.
My goldfish was the same way. Tony had to. He could only drop it halfway.
Yeah, these are
And he-
hardy fish, but yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, he did. Like he would drop it halfway, and then
this
so
is
many
also
days
why-
later, and do
This is
another
why
one.
I also want a koi pond. Because I want to use it as a watering irrigation system for her plants and garden later
Yeah.
on. Because I know fish water will give your plants and everything awesome.
She was saying something about the koi size, and Tony's like, "Well, you got the stuff that make it pond."
Yeah,
And
I
she's
know.
just like, "I know," and he's like, "Wow." And she's like, "I know." You can tell yeah. I was laughing inside. I was cracking up laughing, but I had that straight face like, "Oh, go get it, Tony."
That's the thing. Me and Tony would have to be out there with her. Erin too, because Erin can let her do that shit by herself. The problem is she'll be
Tony
like,
gonna
"Right,
look-
you do this, do that," and then
Tony's
she'll
gonna
just
look at her and be like, "Really?
yeah.
You think you're gonna be out here and I'm gonna sit in there and you're
Yeah,
gonna
and that's
be
the
doing
other thing
this?"
too. Tony's gonna be like, "I want fun on this too. What the hell?"
Tony likes doing stuff like that.
Yeah.
He always does. He likes staying busy. As you can see, this man does not stay still.
Yeah, I know.
And I swear sometimes it's like he gets a burst of energy. It's like, oh, you see his son sometimes. They slow down, and it's like they rest for a few minutes, and they're like,
Yeah.
alright, let's go. Last time this man stayed up for like 3 days straight.
Yeah.
It barely looked like it affected him. I can't do that anymore. Because it's like, you're still young. How can you not do that? I'm like, I don't know. I did so much as a teenager, I guess. I don't know. I like these pork chops. I don't like pork. But that was pretty good. I was
Actually, I
shocked.
almost thought it was chicken because
When he came up to me and he's like, "Here, try this," and he's feeding me each thing in the store. And when he gave me the meat, I was like, "What is that, chicken?"
yeah.
Yeah. I don't. It. Mind fucking. But it was good. And so Tony's like, "Are you serious?" I think he thinks that we were all just being nice, like just to be nice.
Well, he did the smart thing. Because wasn't just something he made up. This is something he saw at the store, tasted, and was like, "This shit's good."
Yeah.
So he went, got the recipe, and just did what the recipe told him to do.
Yeah. And it was, like, yeah.
That just means that's just how handy he is, he could do shit just by direction.
This man sometimes in three parts, the things he threw together with the little bit we had, it was crazy. I was like, how does this taste so good? It doesn't look like it's supposed to taste
Oh,
this
I've done
good.
that too. I'm sure your mom has too.
I've done it. I've learned how to do it. Watching Chop. Watching Chop.
Oh, we didn't have
all
chop
the
when we were growing
weird-
up. We were just stoned.
I don't know. Oh yeah, getting stoned too. You go in there, you look at stuff. I've done that too. But
I've done that so many times.
I watched Chop so much when I was pregnant. I don't know why I watched it so much. It was like my show to watch. And I saw all the weird things they cook with. So my brain now is always thinking about what weird stuff I could put together.
Yeah.
And then the stoner in me is just like, oh,
The thing that
and we could
pisses
do
me
this.
off, I don't remember a lot of my recipes when I was stoned. I wish I did.
I have so many videos on my phone. You know, Tony was complaining about my videos. A lot of them are me cooking.
Yeah.
Because Tony's like, how'd you do that? Do you remember I did this once? And it's something I cannot, it was so good. He's like, you have to make this again. I can't remember how I made it.
Yeah.
And it pisses us both off.
Yeah.
So I started recording how I cook stuff. Because I'm like, I'm never gonna do this again. But yeah,
That's
if
smart.
you
But
ever
I'd
come in here,
forget to turn on the recording thing.
like whatever, like phone or whatever. I forget.
But
I
that's why
forget.
I hit record and I just sit it in one place. And enough for you to see where I would be moving and everything. The
Yeah.
turkey I did, I recorded me seasoning that. Everything I did, so if it turned out good, which it turned out alright. There's some things I think I could have done better, but for my first turkey, I wasn't that
Well, you
bad.
can use it as a template and then like approve upon it. You know, be like, okay, what did I do last time? What do I think I could change to make it taste even better?
There's so many things, like, after I tasted it, I was like, oh, I could have added this and this and this. And I'm like, okay, next year. I'm like, I'll write these things down and next year I'll try them. Like, yeah, there's a couple things I want to try. I've always wanted to do a stuffed turkey too.
Yeah.
And I was like, I got some flavors, like my stuffing, I think, got to my liking point. There's a few things I want to tweak on it.
Why is it some people say that they don't like they don't like deep fried turkey? So I've had it. It's good.
His mom's ex-boss
Yeah.
does 3 of them every year. Oh my gosh, I love it. I
Yeah.
like the way the skin tastes too. Have you ever
It's
had
just a
barbecue?
crispy turkey.
Have you ever had it on a barbecue?
No.
His dad used, when our stove at the trailer
Yeah.
went to the shit, he bought her that thing. That's still out front, right?
Yeah.
Okay. I gotta remember that. I keep on forgetting
I even
about
said
it.
something about that today to your mom. I was like, she needs to get out here and get her
I
damn.
didn't do that before someone steals. It's
Yeah.
out there too, y'all.
And it's out in the weather. Like, I figured you would just brought it in, even without cleaning it yet.
I might do that. It's so smart. I have to clean it a certain way. We have it, every time we go to the store, we forget paper towels. I have to wipe all
we
this stuff.
forget paper towels from time to time, too. Like, if
It's
you
been a
notice, our
week.
paper towel holder is
I
empty.
know, that's why I said it's been a week and me and her every day we're just like, ah.
Yeah.
And I think that's why I haven't touched it because I'm like, I don't have paper towels. And then my Mary's like,
Still
there's
you
so
can't leave it out
much.
there.
Yeah, I'm gonna get it tonight.
It's South Tampa.
Even if I
though
put
your
it
mom says it's a good neighborhood, I'm like, it's South Tampa.
anywhere, there's people everywhere. There's
Like,
so many people that try to walk
Just
out.
from my store alone, when I was working at Target, they were stealing stuff from there.
Yeah. That's right. I'm not worried about the backyard because
Yeah.
I know everybody hears this dog,
Yeah.
so I don't think they're stupid enough to go in the backyard. And if I ever hear them in the backyard, I gotta shut them.
Yeah.
They're not gonna like. If I don't.
Isn't there still the tables back there? The tall tables? That you could put it up on?
Yeah. I'm like, and my brain's just like. Wait, what?
Oh, wait, what? Yeah. Like I threw you off, didn't I?
I get stupid off my blunts. I like smoking blunts. It might be in the weed. I'm gonna make this bagel. I have a bagel over here. I have an obsession with bagels and banana peppers. It might be a little bit of a problem.
Oh Lord. You move to a city, you're gonna love it because there's tons and tons of bagel shops everywhere.
I could never. This is too city for me. Believe it or not. The apartments is for me. I like the backyard.
Yeah.
That's
Oh no, I'm saying like,
that.
say you move to a part of the city that's like has backyards and stuff. That's still the same. You'll still find plenty of bagel shops, pizza shops.
Oh, I know there's stuff over here, and I'm just like, wait, what is that?
Yeah.
Me and Cody
This here to me is country, though. Because I lived in the city. This is country.
Like kind of how, it's a little bit more city. It's like city country. It's not city, but it's not country. This
Yeah,
is-
like they call Tampa a city, and I look at it, and I'm like, this don't look like a city.
It's yeah, to me it is. But my family's from Georgia, so I'm used to woods. That's country to me. That's just how I see it. But this is,
Well, for me,
I can
country to
tolerate
me
this.
is like Indiana, places like that because I lived there.
But field, wood, just
Yeah, like I lived in an area where you walked out your backyard, just past your backyard, all you saw was cornfield.
yeah.
That to me, that's country.
Yeah,
This here is like, it's still country to me. It's just,
I can tolerate this, but this is not like when I have like, you know, we all have that dream.
Yeah.
Where we want to like live. It's our dream home. This one's
like I would love to live like somewhere like, you know, an Indiana area, something like that. The only problem is I've also been through tornadoes, so I'm like, yeah, I don't want to have to see another tornado.
right? Washington State, Michigan. Those are my two. Like, those two states just bring so much joy, and I've never even been to them. And the two cold states. Pretty much crazy. His niece moved to Michigan, but she moved to Flint, Michigan.
Oh god, I've been up there before.
But she moved to Flint, Michigan. Of all places. Why did she move to Flint? I'm like, I don't know, it's your niece. I'm
Try
like,
Maine. You ever been to Maine?
no, but I want to.
It's beautiful,
Beautiful.
but it's cold as shit.
Yeah, because of the location.
I know. And then I remember we lived in Chicago once, and that's cold as hell too, and that's because of the damn lake right there.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my god, the Great Lakes. Oh, it's just Jesus Christ, it's so cold. I thought colds just up in New York on Long Island were bad. I was like, oh my god. And then I went to freaking Germany, and the area I was in was cold, but it wasn't as bad because I remember I was like, this is not as bad as Colorado. Colorado was bad. And then I visited people in Munich, and I was like, oh my god, this is just as bad as Colorado or worse. Because it was right by the mountains and all that, so it gets crazy cold. Oh my god.
Hey, I'm gonna bring that in before I forget. Oh, where it put?
This shit. We'll find something. Let's see what we can do.
Chuck scared me and you did that. Holy crap, I thought someone was outside. They were gonna get a door slammed in their face. I'll put a smack you right now. Right here.
Are you gonna pick some leaves?
Yeah.
Now I know what's for dinner tomorrow.
Oh man. Yeah. Maybe tomorrow I'll do leftovers and then the next day, cause
I'm thinking it's there, depending on how much is there. Like, there's so much is almost.
and maybe tomorrow we can do a kind of go back to the outside hospital and do it again. I'll remember it if it's not there. But because of how big that is. When we do older people, I forgot what they do when they were, there's a big hot pot, it's been up there, a big hot pot and a little hot pot. But it's a little bit bigger than hers.
Bigger than her?
Yeah.
They make them bigger than her?
But you know, pretty sure it's bigger than hers.
I don't know.
It looks bigger than hers.
I don't think I've ever seen one bigger than her. I think that's bigger than her again, the first. You ever have one?
Whatever it is, it's bigger than that one. I don't remember who she got it from.
I'm going in the fridge and I'm like, drink right here.
Stupid.
I think the biggest, well, the newer crock pots, I don't know if they call them crock pots anymore. But the biggest ones I've seen are like 8 point something liters or some shit.
When I dig out everything, we'll have to bring it in and see. Because it looks bigger than hers, but I know hers, that was white. It might have been just the shape.
Could be.
It might have.
The shapes do fuck with you inside when you look at them on size.
I think it might have been a little bit more. It was like, it was oval still, but it was a little bit more rounded. And that might. So it might be a little bigger, but like the same size.
Like I said, the biggest I've ever seen in the store, and that's at Target. I don't remember Walmart. Damn, I took out 3 of these motherfuckers in one shot.
Look at this. Have you seen this at Walmart before?
No,
I saw
not
it
that I
today.
remember.
And when I saw the roast, I was like,
I
That would
try to
probably-
stay away from, when I was at Walmart, I try to stay away from most of the general merchandise area and the market area because I didn't want to fucking get stuck stocking.
but I thought, I looked at it and I figured the pot roast. And actually I looked on the back and it
Yeah.
says slow cooker pot roast on the back.
Yeah.
So, I figured that would probably taste good. Meatloaf and chili too. I've never seen this one, so I figured it would be worth trying or something.
Yeah.
I love this mom and dad. They didn't like to experiment or like go outside their box of food and recipes. That's why I love that y'all are like, oh, you want to try something different? Okay.
Go ahead, do it.
So,
I eat almost anything.
like that's why tonight when y'all are asked about dinner, it's just like anything you
The only
want.
thing I don't like seeing food going to waste. So
Mhm.
that's why I'm like, if we ain't gonna eat all that other food, let's find homeless people.
Yeah.
Put it to use. Ooh, I haven't died yet. Oh my goodness. Well, watch, I'm gonna die now because I said something. Just be my luck. Somebody busted out their hammers. Get him, get him, get him!
zones are yours. Opponent took the lead. The lead is yours.
Ooh, you motherfucker. Wizard Rebuke, really? God dang it.
They've fallen further behind your lead. Well done. Zone B lost. 3 minutes left.
If I leave this out and the bugs start to eat a jalapeno, they're freaking crazy. Maybe they're bad for you. And you start turning up jalapenos
Yeah.
everywhere.
I gotta get freaking melee kills. Get back to the Randy's again.
Zone B captured. 2 zones are yours.
I'm going to and my 1-year-old will be up at 7 o'clock. Like he already does.
Oh, 10 years.
Good what? Oh, this is your mom.
Yeah.
This sounds like a sit on my head. That's okay. Just share that almost F-Zero everything around there.
Yeah.
Zone B lost. Good counter. Now hit them again. 1 minute remains. You captured Zone B. 2 zones are yours. Seconds. Zone A captured. The hunt is on. 10 seconds. Enough.
Ooh, 26.